Hi everyone, myself Mohammad Akhtar Khan. I am studying in the Ravensbourne University in London. Thanks for joining here. Today I am going to presenting about the sustainable project process map introducing the EcoRep biodegradable packaging solution that is a fully elegant with the ESG principle, environmental and social and governance. That is the here is some things introduction about that. Like that the project integrating environmentals that's my already told, and that I'm going to the present about the I will take through the fundamentals that project along with the major stakeholders, sustainability, and other that you have qualified the ESG objectives. And here is also used that digital tools and visibilities. There is a many types of tools are used, which are used made in 2024. And let's start with the process of the project and its design. Here is the partitions, which are the first one there is a project objective, second one is the project delivers, third one is that a sustainability goals, and another that is other things that is a stakeholders groups and roles. We have to explain some points here, that is the project objectives like reduce plastic concept in order to cut down on the carbon footprints. The second one that is locally obtained source materials from sustainable farms, like that. And second one point that is a project delivers that like product prototypes, production plans, market launch. And last one that is sustainability goals, which makes sure that you could biodegradables in 6 to 12 months, and then after use renewable sustainability source materials. After that, we have to take us shareholder groups and their roles. There are many parts of the partitions, like first one that is the local farmers, manufacturers, investors and shareholders, consumers and retailers, and last one that is a government and regulation bodies. We have used that in that first one that is a local farms, which provide the plant-based raw materials that are certified origins, and manufacturing that make a euro through the clean, ethical and energy efficient process. And then after innovator or shareholders that invest the project and oversees the result of ESG performance, and consumer and retail also use and share the feedbacks and adopt and encourage euro reps. And then after comes that government and regulators bodies that access the following environment and standards by regulations, policies and giving entrance. Then after here is the stakeholder touch points and integrations that are also divided into many parts. And let's we talk about the key points of that. Like a first key point that is a farmer, that is a very important, because to the supply chain commences with the scorings are the biodegradable materials on sustainability standards. Second one that procurement that is ESG and the supply elevate considering fair trades, carbon emissions, environmental certifications. Then after coming the manufacturing teams, that the feedback gathering the evaluates and maximums the environmental and social impacts in the production, and government agencies to that's the quality updates and the audit reports. ESG complements sent as the dashboard and meetings. Last one that is the consumers. Then after we will provide all the products to the consumers, that to the final user provide information connecting breakdowns, usability and environmental performance after use. We get all those feedbacks from that. And then after coming here the process mapping, there is lots of things like a project interest, planning and designing sustainable products, and then after implementation, life cycle assist, uh, clerk proteins and decisions. There is a many parts of divided. Then after let's go forward. That's coming here for the project intentions. There is the project intentions and some figures also here. Let's talk about the points, core activities that determine the measure internal and external shareholders for engagement and feedbacks. When consumers use that, then there is a very important for the get the feedback from them. And then after carrying out a ESG feasibility study which are revolves around the market demand, risk and opportunities. Then after create a project chatters with the scopes of visions of the sustainabilities and stakeholder expectations. Then then after that is a sustainability focus where we have to focus. Again, the decisions are the yearly steered with the environmental and social values. And then after establish the ownerships of the ESG by all stakeholders right on the onsets. Then after we have to do plan and design, how to design, how to sales, how to that. There is some key points. There is the define full scopes of the work like raw materials scorings, end of the life disposals. Second one, the set the benchmarks of the sustainability, that is a carbon footprint degrees, biodegradabilities of the products and compliance with the circular economic idea. Then after set the stakeholders engagements and risk marketing stage, that are sustainability integrations that used to the ISO 14001 environmental management framework. And the plan include and the ESG government strikes of the act ethically in the leaderships and make decision at that are then complements. Then after sustainable procurement, there is a three partitions. That is first one the process activities, and second one that is a ESG element. Third one the digital tools requirement. These are very important for our products. First one that is the process activities which create a rich supplier assessment matrix on the basis of environmental, social and economic standards, and that is a very big points. And second one that is a ESG element, that to provide the facility fair employment practice, limits transportation emissions and ensure full traceabilities. And also mention that embed circular economic principles such as the reuse, compatibilities and the material recaptures. And third one that is very important for the product, that is the digital tools required, that is Excel or SAP are big for the procurement scoring. Then after the implementation and monitoring, there is some keys like implementation tasks, ESG material monitoring or digital tools need. These are very important for implementation. That implementation tools, that is we have to yeah, we have to implement tasks that are monitoring of a carbon footprint during the process of the material processing and logistics. And then after we use the monitors to the applications for a recyclable by digital tools and supply product. And then division and the waste tracking reports are the times of packaging and distributions. And then after ESG materials methods, that is a carbon emissions, renewables, input, waste division. And then after digital tools, visual ESG dashboard with the Power BI to share the internal and external share stacks. Then after there is a life cycle assessment. There is a divide also, disposal life cycle, raw material extension, manufacturings, transportation, distribution, use. There is some tools the like LAC faces, innovation tools like that. Then after there is a decision points, that are final phrases and key decision gateway. Some generate a ESG complement to report economic to the iOS and GRI guidance that the post-sustainability results on the various platforms on the motivate transparency. And the some key decision gateway, that is accept vendors on the basis of the ESG complement matrix. There is a lots of key points. At last we have this conclusion of this, that is to conclude eco reps, They just show how it is possible to the integrate sustainability in each stage of the project through a plan framework, the stakeholder interactions, and digital things. These are the conclusions where I mentioned that, and that are the process of map featuring transparency in the decision points, complementation with the ESG and life cycle responsibilities. These are the key points, and this is the last one. Thank you for your attendance. I'm the open the commitment on the way of a future upgradings and for the sustainable model. Thanks to everyone.